opponent today is family versus family. Take a look at this.
Look, this is something that plagues a lot of tag teams that learn not to work together, and now there's a divide.
Uncle Mikey shoved to the ground by his own nephew, Brad Skimahorn.
I can't believe it. I thought this team was going to be inseparable since Uncle Mikey made his debut. What is going on?
What's up with the family? You guys.
Give me the microphone. You want to know what's going on? Shut up! Everything was fine before you showed up. Me and Brian was on top of the world. First ever Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
That's true, that's true.
And then you showed up. And these people start chanting, Mikey!
Come on.
This isn't about M-I-K-E-Y. It's about M-E. Shut up! I do not like that look. Shut up, Mikey! I'm gonna prove to the world what I've known all along. You are mid-card Mikey, and I am main event Bradley.
Whoa, fans, we definitely have a family issue here. Mid-card Mikey and main event Bradley?
I don't know. His head's not on straight. I'm still here for him. These people are still here for him. We're going to work through this. That's all we can do, Dustin.
Welcome back to ringside. It's almost time for the main event. And joining me at this time is a member of that main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Uncle Mikey. Uncle Mikey, big main event. Not only is it a big deal because it is the main event, but it's against your nephew, Brad Skimahorn, who says you're mid-card Mikey, and he's main event Bradley. You don't look too happy. What's going through your mind before you head to the ring?
First off, what has Brad ever done to prove that he's main event Bradley? I think he just needs a nap. I think he needs to remember who's going to bust that bottom and teach him to behave. But if he wants to do it, let's let him get it out of his system, and let's see what he's got.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Mikey one-on-one with his nephew, Brad Skimahorn, after the break.
You're helping her study for a geography test. When a burger with steak, butter, and bacon sounds like the best, she's about to find out you can't read a map. Hey, Sonic steak, butter, bacon, cheeseburger.
Sonic.
Is your roof suffering from wind and storm damage? Call Anthony, your insurance specialist at Southern Roofing and Renovations. He'll do the fighting for you. 901-672-1292.
We aren't just here to see patients. We're here to help people walk out our doors, whether it's life-saving trauma care, advancing oncology treatment, or helping patients reclaim their independence. We're always here for you. Regional One Health, specializing in tomorrows.
Welcome back to Memphis Wrestling. It is main event time, and coming out right now is Uncle Mikey's opponent today. Don't adjust your televisions. He is going one-on-one with his nephew, Brad Skimahorn. Brad, are you regretting what happened last week?
First of all, Dustin, it was 2 weeks ago. And Mikey, you say I've not done nothing to prove that I'm main event Bradley. Well, let me say this. I said it 2 weeks ago. First ever Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We won the trios rings, and that was because of me and my brother. But my brother's not here, so I'm coming for you, Uncle Mikey. No, you know what? He's not even Uncle Mikey. He's mid-card Mikey, and I am main event Bradley.
That is yet to be seen, but fans, that match happens right now. I would be a liar if I said that I didn't think that this match would ever happen. The Skimahorns have a dysfunctional family as it is, and Brad has seemed to want this moment for quite some time, but listen to the fans.
Well, we've seen over the last probably dozen or so episodes that Uncle Mikey has really taken the Memphis wrestling fans, put them on his shoulder, and just ran with them. They love Uncle Mikey. But we've also seen the slow deterioration of that relationship with Brad, with Breyer's recent, I don't want to say exit, but hiatus.
2 count there. Looks like Brad trying to get one up. Mikey's right there. And you're right, Breyer is not cleared to compete. Let's just put it out there. Breyer Skimahorn is not physically able to compete at this point. He's not cleared by team doctors. We've seen that transpire here on Memphis Wrestling. It's affected the Skimahorns as a family, not to mention the health problems of Papa Skimahorn at home. And then here we are, a family feud overflowing in the main event. And this is where Brad has an opportunity to prove himself here to his uncle.
Yeah, I've known Brad pretty much all of his life. We grew up in the same town together, Dustin. Went to the same high school together.
My condolences.
Yeah, well, you know, I wouldn't have openly admitted that publicly, you know, any sooner than when I had to. But, you know, this is not like them. Family is everything for the Skimahorns. Family is everything. Very tight-knit community, very tight-knit family.
Well, in their careers, too.
Exactly.
Their careers are paralleled here together at Memphis Wrestling, even the introduction of Uncle Mikey.
Exactly. And, you know, it's disheartening to see. Oh,
nicely done. Uncle Mikey is absolutely tremendous when it comes to professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Every aspect of it, especially the wrestling part of it. And you saw it right there. He took him down with a wrist lock.
It just goes to prove, you know, if you ever try to go toe-to-toe with an uncle or your dad, even if it's just playing around, and they got that old man strength. I'm not calling Mikey old, but it's a little bit different.
Well,
you know,
older, definitely,
exactly.
than Brad. But you're right, and again, with all due respect, it's that old man strength. And again, Mikey's not an old man, but he definitely has seniority over Brad. And look at Brad's face.
There's no love there. There's none.
He is extremely upset. And hopefully they get it out of their system here today and go back to being a tag team or possibly a trios team once Breyer is back. Look at Uncle Mikey. A little bit of wrestling there and a little swipe to the head, just showing Brad that he is in control.
Yeah, some old school technical wrestling.
Brad Skimahorn has everything to prove here, especially after the comments calling Mikey mid-card Mikey. We've seen Mikey in the finals of the Grind City Rumble before. I mean, he has done a lot here in Memphis Wrestling and one of the most popular superstars that we have on the roster.
Yeah, first ever Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Brad and Breyer. The first, I believe, the second ever Memphis Wrestling Trios Champions,
You're
the
right.
Skimahorns.
I think Lamb is watching somewhere. He will correct us on social media if that's the case. He is the statistician, that's for sure. And what an elbow.
Man, these hits are hard. We saw the face plant to the mat. We saw the elbow, now the turnbuckle.
I have a feeling that the longer that this match goes, the more aggressive these two will get, because we have to remember they are family.
Oh!
Did you hear that?
Did you see it?
Uncle Mikey face first into what appeared to be the top of the steel turnbuckle post. Mikey is out. Referee, yeah.
Stereo, we're available, checking on Uncle Mikey. God!
Brad with a big shot, taking advantage of the situation.
And you know, Uncle Mikey wasn't doing this because he hates Brad or he's mad at Brad. He's doing it to try to teach him a lesson in a constructive way. Like, look, I'm your uncle. You're going to respect me.
Looks like the respect is thrown out the window along with those big knuckle sandwiches to the forehead and jaw of Uncle Mikey. Brad Skimahorn has Uncle Mikey right where he wants him. Big chop in that corner, and you could hear the thud. And again. Those do not feel good, folks.
No. And that skin gets so raw after each and every chop, and it feels like your skin's just going to peel away.
Main event is in the ring, but don't forget, before this episode concludes, Mike Anthony, the Memphis Heritage Champion, will be here.
Oh!
Uncle Mikey returning the favor. We're going to hear from Mike Anthony before this program ends. Shh, shh, be quiet, Terrence. Shh, shh, shh.
Oh,
my goodness.
You know there's a difference between an overhand chop and a backhand chop. They both suck, but that overhand chop has got so much more momentum and power that it'll take the breath out of you. And wait a minute, Brad.
Turns it around here. Brad shuts down the comeback with a big knee right to the breadbasket on Uncle Mikey as he just pummels him in the corner. And fans, this match will continue when we return. Wait just a second. Just a 1 count. Fans, stay with us.
It's time for the Southern Roofing and Renovations Slam of the Week.
A Buff Daddy pose. Big John Dalton caught Mike Anthony. Big slam!
Need help? Call Anthony at 901-672-1292. Memphis Wrestling is live starting today. Join us for episode 100 today at the WrestleCenter featuring Impact Wrestling superstar Moose. Plus, our annual Grind City Rumble and the Gun Show goes one-on-one with Mike Anthony. 12:30 VIP, 1:45 bell time. That's today at the WrestleCenter. Sunday, January 15th is our first live event of 2023 featuring AEW and New Japan star Blake Christian. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
Welcome back to Memphis Wrestling. Oh, and followed by an elbow, and there was a lot of that going on during the commercial break. This is really good positioning right now for the nephew in this contest, Brad Skimahorn.
Yeah, Brad is maintaining that dominance during that commercial break with those big right hands. And we saw earlier in the match that Uncle Mikey made contact with that steel ring post. And I've said it before, when the face meets the steel wins every time. And Uncle Mikey is definitely hurting. He's hurting, not just physically, but got to be hurting in his heart too, man.
Oh, yeah, you never want to fight your family member, especially on television in front of a capacity crowd at the WrestleCenter. But it's almost, Mikey says it's what's needed at this point. You have to teach Brad a lesson, and Brad says he's main event Bradley, and this is his chance to prove it. Maybe to his family, to the fans of Memphis Wrestling, but maybe more importantly, to his Uncle Mikey.
Yeah, here we go, reverse. Uncle Mikey looking to take control.
And a clothesline turns Uncle Mikey inside out. It's the cover.
This could be it.
2 count right there, a near fall.
We talked about the old man strength, the proverbial old man strength, but it's the same for stamina. I mean, Mikey's in great shape. He's physically fit in terms of matches that we've seen him in before. He can go toe-to-toe for long periods of time. That cardio is where it needs to be. So Brad's going to have to wear down on Uncle Mikey a lot.
We've seen some tremendous matches out of Uncle Mikey in singles competition. We've seen some fantastic matches from Brad Skimahorn with his brother Briar in tag team action. We've seen these 3 guys in trios action become champions together as a family, and here they are today with all the dirty laundry being aired. Oh, and big kick, Enziguri style. Just stifles Brad Skimahorn on that top rope.
This could be the moment that we've been waiting to see. Uncle Mikey regaining control of this match.
All the way to the
High
top.
risk.
My goodness.
Will it pay off?
Superplex. Both men are down, but Brad had to have taken the brunt of that one.
I think Brad's dead. He is not moving.
Goodness. Mikey rolls him over. The cover. Foot on the rope, hand on the rope. Just too close to the ropes to make that pinfall. Uncle Mikey, possibly desperation, and Brad with the wherewithal and ring presence to reach that rope, especially after such a high-impact maneuver.
Yeah,
absolutely. They're on the floor now.
Absolutely. Knowing where he's at all times in the ring.
Look out! What a dive from Brad. And he landed bullseye right on Uncle Mikey.
Well, they're both now in the WrestleCenter crowd, and this could turn ugly quick. Referee's going to have to try to get them back inside the ring. Brad actually doing the smart thing and bringing it back to the ring.
Back inside the squared circle. Brad comes in after, goes for the cover after that suicide dive. 2 count, almost picked up the victory, and one would think if he could have got him in there a little bit faster, maybe hooked a leg or maybe some trunks. There's a unique move. Another near fall there. What's it gonna take to beat Uncle Mikey?
He's yelling at Uncle Mikey saying, "End this, Mikey, end this." Rear naked choke here.
We used to watching this type of stuff on Jerry Springer, well, sometimes on Memphis Wrestling as well, yeah. Family Feud in the ring, main event, and fans, remember, do not touch that dial before today's program is over. The Memphis Heritage Champion, Mike Anthony, will be here. We're gonna hear what he has to say from last week.
Look at the sadistic look on Brad Skimahorn's face. He's not thinking clearly. He's not thinking logically here.
Well, we always kind of wondered how he was thinking at all, but good point, Terrence.
Well, I chuckle only because,
Is it the Hoxie education?
It wasn't the greatest, but I say that jokingly.
Just kidding, Terrence. Looks like Uncle Mikey might be out. Referee David Knight's going to have to make a decision here as he's checking the hands. If one more time, if it falls once again, and it didn't, Mikey comes alive as the fans chant his name.
Uncle Mikey reaching for that crowd's energy, trying to do something to get back on his feet.
He's up. Sleeper.
Right back in.
Quick reversal.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, belly to back suplex from Uncle Mikey. Both men are down.
Did you see the air? The air that was achieved with that.
Nice slam from Uncle Mikey. Both men are down, desperately need to reach their feet.
Referee David Knight starting the count. Neither man is quick to get on their feet here. A lot of energy has been expended. Both of them are getting tired. Their bodies are getting worn down. It's like any fight you normally see, but except normally fights end a little quicker than this.
Gator feet! Out of nowhere!
I spoke too soon.
Gator feet from Uncle Mikey, but Brad wise enough. Or he got kicked hard enough to go to the floor.
Whoa, wait a minute.
What did we just see there?
He's got a chain.
Referee David Knight doesn't see it as he's hiding. Brad hiding
in
near
plain
the
sight.
ring apron.
At least plain sight for us viewers and those of us in the production and the desk. That fist
Mikey
is
says
wrapped.
he's just going to check on him. Oh my gosh. I think he just knocked him out. And clearly you can see there was a chain. And that's it. With a chain. Now he's yelling at you. Main event Bradley it is. He picks up the victory, and fans, stay with us. This is our last commercial break. And Mike Anthony will be here at the WrestleCenter live.